President, Mick Nicholas, Fire Brigades Union. The usual stance of a black and Asian teenager on any day or night, any hour of day, some of our streets. Stop the S standing for the stigmatisation and the singling out of black and Asian young men. The T for the targeting of that same group of people, the vast and overwhelming majority who are law-abiding citizens in our community. The O, the opportunism used by some of our police officers for this racist and discriminative practice. And the P for the persecution of our black and Asian young men. In recent times, fire brigade members have been stopped and searched. Example number one, on being stopped and searched and producing his fire service identification that the police thought was false. When he challenged the police, they said, "You don't look like a fire officer." It must have been the black face and the dreadlocks. I could be wrong. Case number two, when stopped and searched by the police, again refusing to believe his fire service ID, they contacted the fire service to verify he was a fire officer. When that young man returned to work 2 days later, there was managerial action under the brigade's drug and alcohol policy based on the information divulged by the police when they contacted the brigade. And in the worst case, some of you may have read in The Guardian a couple of years ago of a black fire officer in a pinstripe suit going about his business, witnessing a public disorder, trying to assist the police. They decided he was part of the problem. He was chased, challenged, tasered, assaulted, apprehended, and in collusion with the CPS, he was charged with a public order offence. Thankfully, a member of our community, a white member of our community, had videotaped what had gone on. The case quite rightly was dismissed. He still awaits an apology from the Metropolitan Police after the IPCC found them responsible for what had happened. He currently still is negotiating his compensation. The motion calls for the General Council to do some stuff. What the motion needs is for the trade union movement to join forces with the community organisations and our social actions to not renew, not revise those bills. The trade union movement needs to join forces with the rest of us in our communities to stop and search. Thank you.